He wanted to deliver for them again. Can it be that at the age of 43 he'll be back next time? Dare to dream. If anybody has enabled the world to dream, it's Lionel Messi.
Well, perhaps he sees the dying of the light. It comes to us all in football. But what a player, the best ever.
Your winners of FIFA World Cup 2026 and the champions of the world for a second time, Spain!
And so, it is Spain's time. 2 summers ago, they danced in Berlin, crowned champions of Europe again. And now, once more, Spain are elevated from continental to global glory. They are coming up by number. David Raya, Mark Poubel, those who have been this time on the fringe. Players for whom their only precedent was the hallowed class of 2010. So these men walk now in the footsteps of Puyol and Piqué, of Busquets and Alonso, of Xavi and Iniesta. And there is the man who won it. He is famed now. His name is golden forever and a day. Dani Olmo was a delight. Scheming and certain and poised, wearing 10. And Jeremy Pino, next up Pedro Porro, who was the most thrilling of thrusting fullbacks. And none of them can resist a little kiss. I'm Eric Laporte, French-born, but Spanish to the core now. Alex Baena, breakthrough month for him as well. The world knows who he is. Nico Williams came off the bench frequently to tease and torment. And here's the young man who, in so many ways, bore the weight of expectation for Spain, and bore it, Alan, with such class.
He certainly did. Talk about his talent, his ability, but his character as well. On the big stage, his bravery, his courage to take the ball, to try things. Magnificent young player.
Kubasi arrived as a boy and leaves as a stellar man. And there's the goalkeeper that almost nobody could beat. Cucurella, a royal at Real Madrid when the new domestic season starts. And after Victor Munoz, it just leaves the captain, who will follow up the coach, De La Fuente. De La Fuente, who has gone where only Vicente Del Bosque led before. What a poised, distinguished individual. What a coach, what a teacher of young men. Well, until now, the ultimate thrill for Spain, the extraordinary privilege has fallen only to Iker Casillas, that heady night in Johannesburg 16 years ago. And now Rodri steps forward to live that same dream. The embodiment of Spain's certainty, their poise, their class. Rodri will reach for the gleaming trophy. La Roja reach for a second star. And it will be brought to them. The president of the game, the president of the USA.
The winners of FIFA World Cup 2026, Spain!
In 2026, the champions of the world are Spain! Viva España! The best team has won it. And the best player the world has ever known leaves in tears. This time the party belongs to someone else. This is a Spanish summer night. He bows his head and departs. And Alan, you really can't deny Spain's right to it.
No.
Over the course of today's game and over the course of the last month plus.
I think for large parts of the tournament we looked at France and said, yeah, they're the best team, they're the team to beat. But when Spain took France apart in that semi-final, they really laid down the marker, making a huge statement that, yes, we are the best team in this tournament. They weren't really tested out there today, were they? It was one-way traffic, but there's no denying them this trophy. Magnificent achievement.
It has happened to Spain only once before. Now they own 2 stars. And their father figure has his hands on it.
Stay with us, much more to come as we look back on Spain's win against Argentina. 1-0, the final score today in New Jersey.
Felt by millions of supporters worldwide who had dared to dream of footballing immortality once again. Every teardrop that fell onto the turf carried the weight of missed opportunities, exhausted muscles, and the bitter agony of coming so remarkably close to glory, only to watch it slip away in the final moments of a brutal war of attrition. Following the definitive ceremony, Messi stood before the media to deliver a deeply moving, raw, and incredibly emotional post-match statement. The legendary captain poured his heart out to the world, reflecting on the heavy reality of the evening. Messi stated that the match had finally ended, yet he found himself simply standing there on the turf, struggling to completely assimilate everything that had just unfolded over the grinding duration of the final. He remarked that a World Cup final does not resemble any other match, feeling the gravity of each passing second as the global crown hung in the balance. Despite the devastating final outcome, Messi wanted to make one thing crystal clear to the millions of fans watching around the globe. He is proud, filled with a profound pride for his team that he cannot properly describe with words, no matter how hard he tries. Defending his squad with absolute ferocity, the legendary maestro addressed the common media narratives that often surround the national team. He firmly stated that these players fought valiantly right alongside him in every single match, gave absolutely everything they had left in their bodies, and refused to surrender for a single moment, no matter how difficult or overwhelming the circumstances became on the pitch. Reaching a World Cup final is never a simple or straightforward achievement, and Messi emphasized that they arrived at this grand stage through the collective effort of the entire group, completely rejecting the claims of critics who say the team relies solely on the efforts of a single person. It was a powerful message of unity and solidarity, showing the deep respect he holds for the men who ran themselves into the ground for the badge. The captain then extended a special, deeply heartfelt tribute to his manager, Lionel Scaloni, highlighting the immense tactical and personal bond they have shared over the years. Messi remarked that Scaloni built something completely real and lasting with this group, something that he will never be able to forget as long as he lives. He credited the manager for injecting vital confidence into the squad exactly when they needed it most, making the players truly believe in one another, and creating a unique locker room spirit that Messi admitted he has never seen in any other team he has ever played with throughout his legendary career. He stated that what Scaloni has accomplished over these past few years will remain permanently engraved in his memory, adding that he feels incredibly lucky to have played under his expert direction during this specific, veteran phase of his footballing journey. Transitioning his message to the millions of passionate fans, Messi confessed that he did not even know where to begin when talking about the unparalleled support of the Argentine public. He noted that these incredible people accompanied the team through every single step of the way, traveling to every city, and showing up for every match, whether it was near or far. They sang for the squad in moments of triumphant victory, but more importantly, they stood firmly by their side when things became immensely difficult and the external criticisms were numerous. The captain stated that their love for the national selection is something that has absolutely no equal in the entire world, a fact that the players know well and feel deeply every single time they step out onto the pitch. Messi revealed that everything he and his companions did in this historic tournament was done entirely for the fans. The squad gave every drop of sweat, every moment of pure concentration, and all the residual energy left in their bodies, because the ultimate goal was simply to give the people happiness. He explained that this is what truly drives the players forward in those dark moments when they feel like they can no longer continue. It is not the record-breaking statistics, the individual trophies, or the personal accolades that motivate them, but rather those beautiful, anxious faces visible in the stadium stands and across the crowded streets of their home country that expect just one thing: to be made to feel proud. In a deeply reflective tone, Messi admitted that he has reached a mature stage of his career where he views the entire sport of football through a completely different lens. Every match has become vastly more valuable than the previous one, and he lives every single moment on the pitch with a full, heightened consciousness, because he knows this legendary journey has a definitive end, no matter how long and glorious it has been. While stating it wasn't the exact time to detail his future plans, his heart clearly tells him that this was the absolute last time he would ever experience these intense feelings in a World Cup tournament. If this is indeed the end, he is profoundly grateful for every single second he got to live. Grateful for wearing a jersey that means more to him than anything else, and grateful to have stood with these men on the greatest stage in sports history. Concluding his breathtaking statement, Messi remarked that football has given him far more than he ever could have dreamed of as a young boy playing in the streets of Rosario. He feels nothing but pure gratitude for everything he has experienced, embracing both the beautiful days of glory and the difficult days of defeat, because every single one of those moments created this legendary journey and shaped him into the person he is today. He offered a final thank you to his teammates, to Scaloni, to the technical staff, and to every single person who worked tirelessly behind the scenes away from the flashing cameras. Most importantly, he thanked the entire nation of Argentina and every person who supported them with a kind word or a sincere prayer, promising to carry these beautiful memories with him forever, no matter what comes next. What an unbelievable, legendary speech from a titan who has defined an entire generation of world football. What is your reaction to Argentina's incredible performance and Messi's emotional words today? If you are a devoted follower of Messi and want to stay updated on all the latest footballing news, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments down below and follow along for more exclusive updates. Have a nice day. Resemble any other match in this sport, noting the immense pressure, the waves of conflicting emotions, and the heavy sensation that everything you have ever worked for in your life suddenly boils down to a single 90 or 120 minutes. The captain shared that he lived this historic day with every single one of his intricate details.
Football has always been about more than goals and trophies. It is about unforgettable moments, legendary players, and stories that inspire generations. Few players have changed football the way Lionel Messi has. From his incredible rise at Barcelona to leading Argentina to Copa America glory and lifting the FIFA World Cup in 2022, Messi has achieved almost everything a footballer can dream of. But the FIFA World Cup 2026 final between Argentina and Spain carried a different kind of emotion. For millions of fans around the world, this wasn't just another World Cup final. It felt like the possible farewell of the greatest footballer of all time. As Argentina stepped onto the field for one last battle, every camera focused on Lionel Messi. At 39 years old, he was no longer the young magician who dazzled defenders with explosive pace, but his vision, leadership, and football intelligence remained unmatched. Every touch of the ball reminded fans why he has been considered one of the greatest players in football history. Whether this was his final World Cup match or not, everyone understood they were watching history unfold. Argentina's journey to the 2026 World Cup final had been anything but easy. Throughout the tournament, they faced difficult opponents and survived several intense knockout matches. Every game demanded courage, discipline, and determination. Messi once again became the heart of the team, not only because of his incredible ability with the ball, but because of the confidence he gave to every player around him. His experience guided Argentina through difficult moments, while younger stars stepped up whenever the team needed fresh energy. It was a perfect blend of experience and youth that carried the defending champions all the way to another World Cup final. Standing on the opposite side was Spain, one of the most exciting teams in the tournament. Their young squad played fearless football from the opening match. Fast passing, intelligent movement, and relentless pressing made them one of the toughest teams to beat. Spain had eliminated several strong opponents on their way to the final, proving they were no longer rebuilding but ready to challenge for football's biggest prize. Their style combined the traditional Spanish possession game with quick attacking football, making them dangerous against any opponent. The atmosphere before kickoff was unforgettable. Thousands of Argentina supporters filled the stadium wearing sky blue and white shirts, singing songs that echoed around the arena. Spanish fans responded with equal passion, creating one of the loudest and most emotional atmospheres in World Cup history. Everywhere you looked, fans were holding banners thanking Lionel Messi for everything he had given football. Some supporters had tears in their eyes before the match had even started because they knew this could be the last time they watched Messi perform on the world's biggest stage. When the referee blew the opening whistle, both teams immediately showed why they deserved to be in the final. Spain controlled possession early, using quick one-touch passes to stretch Argentina's defense. Argentina remained calm, waiting patiently for opportunities to counterattack. Messi dropped deeper into midfield to help his teammates build attacks, using his incredible vision to find spaces that others simply could not see. Every time he touched the ball, the crowd erupted with excitement. Even after all these years, one magical pass for Messi could completely change the game in a single moment. Spain understood exactly how dangerous Messi could be. Their defenders stayed close to him whenever he received possession, while midfielders pressed aggressively to stop him from creating chances. Yet, Messi's intelligence allowed him to escape pressure with simple movements and perfectly timed passes. Although he no longer relied on speed, his understanding of the game remained extraordinary. Watching him control the rhythm of the match was a reminder that true greatness is never measured by age alone. As the match continued, both teams created dangerous opportunities. Argentina looked threatening on the counterattack, while Spain continued to dominate possession. The tactical battle between the two managers became just as fascinating as the action on the pitch. Every substitution, every formation change, and every tactical adjustment could decide who would become world champions. It was football at its highest level, where every mistake carried enormous consequences. For Messi, however, this match represented something even greater than another chance to win a trophy. It represented the closing chapter of an extraordinary World Cup journey that had begun 2 decades earlier. He had experienced the heartbreak of losing the 2014 World Cup final, the joy of finally lifting the trophy in Qatar in 2022, and now the opportunity to finish his World Cup career on the biggest stage once again. Very few players in football history have managed to remain at the highest level for so long, and Messi's consistency throughout his career remains one of his greatest achievements. One of the most remarkable aspects of Messi's career has always been his leadership. Unlike many captains who lead through loud speeches, Messi inspired his teammates through his actions. Every sprint, every pass, every moment of determination encouraged the players around him to believe. Even in difficult situations, his calm personality helped Argentina remain focused. Younger teammates looked toward him not only as their captain, but as the player who had inspired them to fall in love with football when they were children. Regardless of the final score, Lionel Messi's legacy had already been secured long before the 2026 World Cup. He has won almost every major trophy available in football, including multiple Ballon d'Or awards, UEFA Champions League titles, League Championships, Copa America, and the FIFA World Cup. Beyond the trophies, he has scored hundreds of unforgettable goals and produced magical moments that fans will remember forever. His dribbling, passing creativity, and humility have made him one of the most admired athletes in sporting history. The World Cup final also symbolized the changing of generations. While Messi represented one of football's greatest eras, Spain's talented young squad represented the future of the sport. Football constantly evolves as new stars emerge to replace legendary players. Yet replacing someone like Lionel Messi is impossible. His unique style, consistency, and influence have made him a once-in-a-lifetime footballer whose impact extends far beyond statistics. As the match reached its conclusion, emotions filled the stadium. Every supporter understood that they were witnessing the end of an unforgettable chapter in football history. Whether Argentina celebrated victory or accepted defeat, the respect shown toward Lionel Messi remained the same. Opponents, teammates, coaches, and fans all recognized the incredible journey of a player who had dedicated his entire career to entertaining millions of people around the world. If the 2026 World Cup final truly marked Lionel Messi's final appearance in football's greatest tournament, then it was a fitting ending to one of the greatest careers the sport has ever seen. From a young boy with extraordinary dreams to becoming a global football icon, Messi inspired generations with his talent, dedication, and passion for the game. His story proves that greatness is achieved through hard work, perseverance, and love for football. The FIFA World Cup 2026 final between Argentina and Spain will always be remembered as more than just a championship match. It was the meeting of two footballing giants, the battle between experience and youth, and perhaps the emotional farewell of the greatest player to ever wear Argentina's famous number 10 shirt. Long after the final whistle faded, fans around the world would continue to remember not only the result, but also the legacy of Lionel Messi, a football legend whose name will forever be written among the greatest players in the history of the beautiful game.